Hello amazing viewers, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. In the history of government, administration, Tinubu's administration, in my opinion, top the chart for administration that is bad. In fact, worst. Sometimes I'm forced to believe that these people are actually defending terrorists. I am forced to believe so. Because I do not understand how you are making effort to deny that there is a Christian killing going on in the nation. To the point that even some clergymen, has been alleged, are being threatened. If there's one person that has raised a voice and even came out to say, oh, what the government is trying to do is to silence the people, we cannot be silenced. There is a Christian killing going on in the nation. He made a video to that effect, and right now he has raised alarm. It's as if he's now being threatened. And then they are claiming that this thing is not happening. If it's not happening, according to you, you want us to believe that there's no such thing happening. Please make it make sense to me that you are not standing on your feet to end terrorism once and for all. Whether it is a Muslim being killed or it is a Christian being killed. The same thing Rufai was talking about days ago. The way they handle the whole thing. No. The government of the day, they're complicit to what thing they happen. Like, they are clearly enjoying what's going on. Because if they are not, we won't be here dragging, there's Christian killing, there's no Christian killing. So to the point that Reno Omokri even had to scam them. I don't even want to believe that Reno Omokri scammed them. I do not even want to believe so. Because how can people who are in the government not know who is mayor to this, who is mayor to that, who is a real mayor, who is friend to this, who is not friend to this? How can they not know? When they have everything at their beck and call to do their research. Nothing stops them from even reaching out to the Ted Cruz. Direct. Nothing. And then they caught someone only for them to be exposed at the end of the day. And they say, oh, Reno scammed them. Or they were trying to scam we, the citizens. So that someone will come and post and say there is no such thing. Okay, that one backfire. The next thing we are seeing, they say this waiting. Marada or whatever it is they call. Now affirming, by your nanuga, even the Twitter. Now affirming that there is no such thing as Christian killing in Nigeria. For a man that Trump is not even US envoy to Nigeria, advisor for Middle East and whatsoever that has nothing to even do with us here. That's the person that they are taking his own statement from. Leaving the communities that are being attacked. We have a problem. We have a problem. See now. Another reverend clergyman has called out the military over negligence after warning, the military said they raised false alarm only for 14 persons to have been killed in Plateau State. With what's his name again? El-Buba, Prophet El-Buba raising alarm. What is wrong with our leaders? What is wrong with them? I'm gonna read this thing and then show us what Bayo Onanuga shamelessly tweeted from the video that NTA posted. This people no get shame.
Now, this is the alarm raised by Prophet El-Buba after, the Nigerian government denied that there was any such thing as, Christian killing in the nation. Now, this is a report carried out by Parallel Facts over the alarm raised by the clergyman. It says the senior pastor of the El-Buba Outreach Ministry, Prophet El-Buba, has spoken out strongly against what he described as a Christian genocide taking place across the country, vowing never to be silenced despite alleged threats and blackmail targeted at him for speaking the truth. In a video shared on his official X handle at El-Buba, the outspoken preacher said he has received several threats for calling attention to killings, kidnappings, and persecution of Christians in different parts of Nigeria, but he remains resolute. El-Buba said, "You can kill my body, but you cannot kill my soul. You can blackmail my body, but you cannot blackmail my soul. The truth is the truth, and it will always remain the truth. We cannot live in a country with double standards. The Christian genocide must stop. The killings must stop. The economic hardship making life unbearable for millions of Nigerians must stop. President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, must wake up and realize the urgency of the Christian genocide, the continuous killings of our people, and the economic downturn that is making it impossible for people to survive and live in peace and harmony. This message is not for the division of Nigeria. This message is for the reintegration and rebirth of a nation. I will never keep silent. I will never be cowered down. I am speaking on behalf of the suffering people of Nigeria. He accused past and present government of double standard in their handling of insecurity, noting that while groups like IPOB and Yoruba agitators were proscribed as terrorists, killer Fulani herdsmen were not. The cleric also outlined what he called the bitter truth, urging the Nigerian government to stop all the financial inducement to bandits, dismantle illegal camps, and set up a judicial investigative panel into the Christian genocide and kidnappings across the country. El-Buba further called on the international community to help Nigeria uphold justice, protect its people, and restore peace. Now, this is what he came out to say after, the first video he made, attesting to the fact that there's something called Christian killing in Nigeria. Okay, now tell me, a government that is serious to fight insecurity, are they supposed to even go back to start issuing threats and blackmailing this individual? Are they not supposed to wake up and do the needful, be it a Muslim or a Christian that is being killed? Now, they deny that such thing ever happened, to the point that, okay, allegedly, Reno scammed them. And now they still went ahead, instead of doing the needful, bringing somebody to say, okay, this person now attests that there is no such thing as Christian killing. Meanwhile, another clergyman has dragged the military and the government of Nigeria over negligence after people were killed. Okay, the people now killed that they have buried, who are they? Are they not Christians? Is it not targeted? I'm going to read what the media reported to that effect as well before I show you the video of the so-called US envoy that the Bayo Nanuga is trying to tell us. Reverend Ezekiel Chomo, a clergyman in Plateau State, has accused the Nigerian army of ignoring his early warning about an impending attack by suspected Muslim militants that later claimed the lives of 14 people in Barkin Ladi local government area. Speaking at the burial of the victims, Reverend Dachomo lamented what he described as deliberate negligence by security forces, stating that he had sent an SOS message days before the attack but was ignored. He added that he noted a suspicious withdrawal of security operatives from the community 3 days before the killings. According to the cleric, his warning was dismissed by the army, which later issued a disclaimer labeling his alert as false propaganda aimed at inciting public panic. During his emotional address at the burial site, Reverend Dokoma said Nigeria's government came out openly and denied there is no massacre, there is no genocide of people in Nigeria, and look at it today. Are there any Muslim here? United Nations, I know you are watching it. American Senate, you are watching what I am doing. He appealed to the United Nations, the US Senate, and former US President Donald Trump through his special advisor to intervene, saying the ongoing killing of Christians in Nigeria amounted to genocide allegedly carried out by hit squads brought from Sambisa forest. Dachomo added that there is a pattern of selective security response in the country. When it comes to Fulani issues, the security of this nation, they turn their face away. But when it comes to us, with their 2 eyes, with their whole ammunition tank, they will invade our village. The Joint Task Force operative Enduring Peace had dismissed Dachomo's allegations, describing his earlier video warning of an attack as propaganda intended to inflame public sentiment and erode confidence in security agencies. In a statement signed by Major Samson Natib, Zacom, media information officer for the JTF, the military, accused the cleric of making emotionally charged and divisive claims and warned him against causing panic and discord among the peace-loving people of the state.
I'm in bitterness. Yesterday, they gathered at Sector 4. Dagom Ray of Fan was there. Dagom Ray of Riom, of Rock was there. The Fulani Hardos was there. And the Mieti Allah was there. I wasn't invited. Somebody rushed to my house and said, please, there is something that is happening. I expected to see Dagom Ray of Haipan. He was not invited at the sector. The same thing I was surprised. What I said yesterday, not knowing that I will see it today.
There's a narrative coming from the US at the moment, disturbing to some people in Nigeria, and that's about religious persecution. That is not the position of the government, certainly. It's that of the Senator Cruz, I guess. And what is the position of US government regarding this?
This is certainly unfortunate, of course. Any incident, any loss of life is absolutely unfortunate. Those who know the terrain well know that terrorism has no color and no religion and no tribe. People of all religions and all tribes are dying as a result of terrorist acts. But it's very unfortunate. We even know that Boko Haram and ISIS are killing more Muslims than Christians. So people are suffering from all sorts of backgrounds. This is not specifically targeted about one group or the other. However, any loss of life is too many. One is too many, and we should work together in partnership to put an end to this. With regards to, there are other incidents that happen to be in the Middle Belt, for example, where farmers are located. Most of these farmers happen to be Christian, and some herdsmen are going through and they have these incidents. But we definitely, it's not something that we can say is specifically targeted about a specific group. However, we must work together to put an end to this. The Nigerian government and the President Tinubu's administration have recently taken additional measures and put more resources in those areas. And we've seen some improvements in recent weeks. We appreciate those measures, and we definitely look forward to more of those, and we look forward to ending these sorts of acts wherever they come from. And we know that Nigeria is a melting pot. Nigeria is a country in which all sorts of religious groups and other groups, ethnic and tribal and other groups are living together in harmony for centuries. And Nigerian population is split 50-50 probably between Christians and Muslims. So this has never been a serious religious issue and should not be. But we appreciate what President Tinubu has done, and we shall continue to work together to make sure it's
Mind Game Reaction said they will call Reno and tell him to advocate nothing like Christian killings. The way they look into the face of those who have lost families and lie is unbelievable. Then we have Amanze saying negligence might not be the right word. This has been a recurring decima, and it's safe to say it's more of complicity than negligence. We know the order and it's very familiar. And then Sokaman said they ignored the warning because they were part of the attackers. Joe reacting to, Bayo Onanuga, and of course the Nigerian government talking about US envoy, says here, as expected, Arnold didn't play to the propaganda tune Reno for on a hand. So now You will try to do damage control, useless set of fools. Africa more say, why is the Nigerian government doing so much to cover up for Boko Haram? Boko Haram killed 50. Government said it is 2. Boko Haram shot down NAF jet. Government said it was technical fault. Boko Haram cut away military equipment. Government said it was a lie. Boko Haram targeting Christians now. Government said Christians are not targeted and has been spending money to cover it up. What kind of government is this? Atoba Jaye says, Bayo Onanuga, and you are not ashamed to share this. Boko Haram is killing the very people Tinubu swore to protect. Does a government that has failed so badly in security deserve to remain in office? How did Nigeria get to this point where we have clueless leaders playing politics with the lives of their own people?
You know, from all indication, when I look at how the government react to all this, I tell you for a fact that I don't see them being able to fight this thing. Except there is a very serious sanction, maybe by the international court, the US government, the UK government, the Canadian government, and some other, Western nations taking serious, sanctions against the Nigerian government. Because I know saying now that those kind of countries they like go where we get countries they do like go. So if it is something that nations will really come together and say, okay, these certain things will not be allowed. These are measures that will be taken. Maybe that's when the government of the day will stop. But the way I'm looking at these individuals, no, they are not ready to do so. And when I look at the whole thing, how they try to validate, and they try to seek validation from these individuals, you will get to understand that they are not prepared in any way. Okay, look at the Reverend Father now, as being reported, or should I say the clergyman rather, that raised, told the military, okay, this is what it is. They even gave them info. Now tell me, why would you turn around to say, oh, the person is raising false alarm? Why would you do so? Even after you have claimed that you are prepared to fight insurgency. Why would you turn around to do so? Why don't you mount people there? Okay, watch and see if any of this thing is going to happen. But these people, I look at it as if they are now in cahoots with the government of the day, which of course, if you look at when they join for the whole rehabilitation and peace talk, which is madness to me now, total mess. You have no choice but to conclude that they are in cahoots with the government, massaging the ego of the terrorists. All the videos for terrorists where they do meeting and the rest, they sit down, they carry weapon like this. They do meeting with these people. No government know their faces. No one where they don't ever pick up like this. And look at them having factions, giving themselves name, and being, dominant in a particular place. If like say they go just come pick one state, find it. I hear say Wulu Wulu or whatever it is they call themselves. Now a quarrel and be their base. Almost all communities don't flee. So these ones now that they just killed, which they 14 in the same Plateau state, what are they? The community, which people they there? Instead of you to acknowledge that you have failed and failed woefully, the same thing that Rufai was hammering on the other day. Say the Senate president that is talking that there is no such thing. Can't he even raise alarm and put a stamp and tell the president, say, we are giving you an ultimatum to handle this thing once and for all? Let's assume it is not even, there is no such thing. One, why are you not blackmailing some clergymen who are bold enough to speak, as being alleged? Two, why are you not doing anything to put an end to it? Because you not doing anything and coming out to tell Nigerians that there's no such thing happening because you know what made you a sanction you. It means you are siding and defending the terrorists. You are okay with what the terrorists are doing. You are just telling us. That's the implication of what you're trying to do. With Bayo Onanuga shamelessly tweeting US envoy. That US envoy to Nigeria. Kai, it's quite unfortunate that these people, they are even lazy in doing their job. Very lazy. Now, one white man, now ain't go tell us what thing they happen. Even when they say Ted Cruz, they lie. Let's say Ted Cruz is lying, he's a white man. Should be clergymen for Nigeria don't raise alarm, say it is actually happening. Communities raise alarm that it is actually happening. then do the needful. You don't want to do the needful. Whether it's a Muslim or it's a Christian that is being killed, because even Muslims too don't they suffer the thing. They are also suffering it. The monarch that was killed the last time, don't be Muslim. Please, let this thing stop. That is what we are saying. Let it stop. Our leader is being lazy on this matter because people don't benefit from her. How can you benefit from the killings of other people? What kind of resources can you possibly be fighting for that will warrant the killing of innocent people, children, young, old? No. 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 The Christians refuse to say, oh, no, this thing is not happening. They should stop the blackmail. Stop all this nonsense and do the needful. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the bell icon the moment you subscribe. That way you get to know as soon as I publish. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you for the immense support. God bless you richly. Do enjoy your weekend and see you guys in my other videos.